taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Ducks will boot it away to start the game. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Purdue Boilermakers offense takes the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often, and he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's going to be important in this one. They get him going early and often.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
You really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step 1. And so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So the Big Ten is a fun conference.
Yeah, and you know both of these teams, the players have had this game circled all offseason because this is the first one. This is the first step towards winning a Big Ten championship. Both teams feel like they've got the playmakers to compete in conference this year, but it all starts today.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Graham. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Ducks offense will get the ball for the first time. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right now.
I love when players understand situations, and they understand where the first down marker is, and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Dickey. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done. Going for it all. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Autzen Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistake.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We'll see if they can dig one up. It goes forward this time on second down from the 18. He's looking to throw. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. They're going to get him for a safety, trying to make something out of nothing, and still got stuck for the 2. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety.
Returner is tackled down at the 34. And your Oregon Ducks will take over.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a...
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. From the red zone, looking for a man. Catch in the middle. It's sticky. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll go to the ground. Smashes ahead. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Ducks are in the hurry-up. Pushes ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tate. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
And the offensive line and the quarterback has to do their job on screens. They got to sell, pass down the field. Offensive line releases. Quarterback now snaps his eyes to the running back. The running back does the rest with the big boys out in front, creating a path.
Swings it out to the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the running back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
He's looking deep. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there. A difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Offense backed up. Defense knows they want to run the football to create a little bit of room. Nice aggressive downhill attack, getting in the backfield, almost getting the safety.
A pretty good job by the running back just to avoid giving up the 2 points.
Just inch that ball out of there.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Here's the handoff. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rifles it down the middle. And he'll move it in inside the 20. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The Ducks moving quickly to the line. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man. Tackled immediately after the catch.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon. They'll try to add another to their lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They go to the ground. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They'll leave it with him. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dickey. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. He unleashes a long one. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for a lot more on that when instead he's out of bounds at the 14. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Boilermakers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like you've had an enjoyable day there today in Eugene. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. He is going nowhere. Stops at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this.
Going up top. Wide open, he makes the catch. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon as trigger men, not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to play.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback is snowed under.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. This is a 3rd and long.
And it's just so hard. You watch this team on tape week after week after week, and there's just...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's why you got to avoid 3rd and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is like that, running the football on first down.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
From the gun, the running back has it. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Snowed under by the defense. On 4th and goal, no thought of the field goal. They'll go touchdown Ducks! And the punishment has been extended.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And here's the return. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Here we go. He wants to throw. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Looking to scramble. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. 2nd and goal coming up. They've been running it, but now the pass. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Tulane notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from New Orleans is worth its weight in gold to the Green Wave. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
Brings up 2nd down.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Finds his big tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Got him downfield. Right down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Bringing it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got...
Going over the top. He's got it down the right side. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Ducks! And the route is on.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll bring it back. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. He'll start this drive firing. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Power football with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Fighting off the defender. Oh, what a cut! And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Boilermakers will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Ducks will hustle to the line. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory.
Got it.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs.
6-9-1, Gators score.
With the run on 1st and goal. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Back, and here comes the offense. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
Wants to fire on second down. Right on target this time. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Harris. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. All kinds of room to the right. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it out. It's Fuller. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. Snags it down the right side. Nothing but green ahead. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start the season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the night.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And the returner goes down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David. Control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He'll set up to throw. They're bringing heat. Working that left side now. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! And the pummeling has started. They finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
This might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing, keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Fires the pass, intercepted. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to
send it downfield. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Ducks! And the stomping has commenced. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. One more play to pad the stats. Going up top on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he takes the interception return out of bounds, and that's how we'll wrap it up. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football.